Storm Track 12 meteorologist Lesto with you on this Thursday morning. The warm-up has begun. Yeah, it was cold this morning and a little bit more frosty. You'll notice a little bit more moisture in the atmosphere here this morning, and especially as we go through the next couple days as we really start to moisten it up. But at least we've started to climb out of the icebox here. We are looking at temperatures returning back towards normal today after the cold start that we had this morning. Now, as we go on towards the weekend, it is going to get a little bit wetter, especially some heavier rain coming Saturday night into Sunday morning. I'm keeping my eye out for the potential for some isolated severe weather. Not really excited about it just yet. There is going to be a lot of wind energy at the jet stream level above us, so high shear values. But I'm not so sure we're going to see the CAPE, the convective available potential energy, be able to be tapped into. But again, it is something I am going to watch as we head on in towards the weekend here for us. And that heavier rain will be coming the late evening through the overnight hours on Saturday into Sunday morning. Behind it, a normal cool down for us here. We return back to normal temperatures, not the brutal ones like we have been seeing here for this week. Here's where we bottomed out at this morning: 21 in Hosky, 21 in Kinston, 21 in Richland. So, yeah, it was cold, and even Morehead City, we dropped below that freezing mark briefly. But, again, these numbers are around 5 to 10 degrees warmer than where we have been the last several days. Let's head into Beaufort County. Use the Washington waterfront as our Storm Track 12 backdrop for the day today. We'll see some high mid-level clouds from time to time, up at around 10, 15, 20,000 feet, giving us from periodically the filtered sunshine here. Now, the northeasterly wind is key because what that's basically going to do is that's going to allow us to keep the lowest levels of the atmosphere dry. And that's why, in spite of the moistening up of the atmosphere and the cloud cover coming in tonight and tomorrow, I don't think we're going to have much in the rainfall until we get later in the day on Saturday. Temperatures quickly drop this evening. I think we're in the mid to upper 30s, and then they kind of stabilize, if not even rise a little bit, as we head overnight tonight in through the morning hours tomorrow. Much warmer. Again, a little bit more cloud cover tomorrow, but still some forward sunshine. Don't get me wrong. We'll be looking at temperatures into the low to mid 60s with that southeasterly wind, again, helping to moisten up the atmosphere as we go through the day tomorrow. So you can see that high pressure set it off the coast. It's now moving away. That's got that northeasterly wind in here, so the lowest levels of the atmosphere, we do have that drier Canadian air still in place. System you see coming through the Tennessee Valley, mid-Mississippi Valley, that's going to kind of be a sacrificial lamb. It gives up its moisture but helps moisten up the atmosphere. This is the next system really that we are going to be tracking. A strong cold front that's going to dig in at the jet stream level across the central U.S. But out ahead of it, the way that jet stream is going to be configured here, watch, we're going to get a nice surge of southwesterly winds in here as the upper level ridge rebuilds off of the southeast coast through the Bahamas. You'll notice, here comes that trough digging in across the central plains by Friday. But look where our air is coming from out ahead of it. The winds go southwesterly. The ridge kind of pokes back in here off the southeast U.S. coast and the Bahamas and the Caribbean. And as a result, we've got that surge of warm air. Yes, it is going to have more moisture with it because it is coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. But at the same token, though, it's definitely going to warm us up back to at and definitely above average as we go into the weekend. Now, here's future track showing that by Saturday, notice where the core of the trough goes is on up into Canada. And as a result, we've got this transient trough that moves its way through the area here. That's what we're going to track through here late Saturday night going into Sunday. And then notice on the back side of it, we're not seeing the direct Arctic discharge. We're seeing more of that south-southwesterly flow continuing to get us on the mild side here. Now, we do see Canada, though, reloading. So that cold Canadian air may make another appearance as another front comes our way for the middle of next week. Here's the numbers as far as the warm-up is concerned. Mid-50s today, mid-60s tomorrow. Again, we're going to surge into the 70-degree readings ahead of the storm system on Saturday in spite of the cloud cover around. And then we do look for the front to come on through, crashing those temperatures back to normal as we go through Sunday and Monday. You'll notice, though, that cold air is there across Minneapolis and Chicago, so we'll have to watch middle to the end of next week how much of that can get tapped and get put into our weather pattern. Here's what Future Track is showing us as we go on through the day today. Some of those high mid-level clouds from time to time. A lot of sunshine out there, seasonable temperatures. Notice the winds, more of that north-northeasterly direction. That is eventually going to change the east and southeasterly. That'll help start to moisten the atmosphere up here as we go through tonight. we are going to see filtered sunshine for the day tomorrow, but still a decent amount of the sunshine out there despite the cloud cover. Now notice, some scattered showers do develop as that coastal trough works inland off of the coast and moves inland for the overnight hours into Saturday morning. So I think we may have some scattered showers around for the first part of Saturday, but the steadier, heavier rain with that surge of warmth and moisture really comes our way later Saturday going into Saturday night and Sunday as the front does work its way on through the area. And even notice the hours behind it. Look back there in Tennessee and Kentucky. Yeah, there's southerly winds behind the front, not the direct Arctic discharge on the northwesterly winds here. And you will see, again, watch for right along the coast, maybe some stronger, gustier storms. That's something we'll continue to track for you. Surge into the 70s out ahead of it. A normal cool down with Sunday. I think by Sunday morning the clouds are off the coast and we're quickly clearing out for the afternoon. And then again, at least until the middle of next week, we don't see any Arctic air getting back into our weather pattern, but we'll have to see if that changes by this time next week. Have yourself a good Thursday. I'll talk to you on Friday. I'm Storm Track 12 meteorologist Les Still.